Oh my god, excuse me, Jesus Christ.
You're all gonna be like, Deshauna, shut up about all these fucking books already. Why am I a dumbass and I can't think of anything? I started recording, but I'm not ready yet. Oops. All right, so yeah, doing a tag today. I think it's, well, no, I did the birthday one, I guess, but I definitely have not been doing as many tags like this year as I have done in previous years, I feel. Probably because I've done them all. But this is a new one, and this is a newer booktuber, so you should go check her out. She seems lovely. The channel will be linked down below. It's Andy's Bookish Corner, like very new booktuber, so go check her out. And she made this tag, the All the Feels tag. So let's get into it. There are 10 questions. Number 1, a book or series that makes you smile. Happy vibes only.
Oh my god, excuse me, Jesus Christ.
I gotta go with Soulless by Gail Carriger. This whole series, the Parasol Protectorate, I love it. Alexia Terabati is just my fave. And these books are just so fun. So fun. Steampunk, historical, Victorian, vampire, werewolf, just all the stuff. It's so fun. And just adventures. Sassafras as all fuck main character. Just love it. Number 2 is a book or series that fills you with rage. You know, I feel like everyone's probably sick of hearing me bitch about it, but it's the first one that popped into my head, man. House of Sky and Breath. Jesus Cristo. Like, I fucking can't. Sweet baby Jesus. Every time I think about it or start like talking about it, I get mad all over again. I'm like, I gotta stop because that shit made me fucking pissed. Number 3, a book that brought tears to your eyes. I mean, several have. I feel like I'll go with House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. But like, they were like happy tears, but they were still tears of just like, this is so fucking precious. I can't even deal with it. Like, just, oh my God, all the feels. So, yeah, I guess I gotta go with this one. Number 4, a book that keeps you laughing. I know. You're all gonna be like, Deshauna, shut up about all these fucking books already. I'm just kidding. That's why you're here, for me screaming about books. A more recent one that just tickles my fancy every time. I mean, I've only read 2 of them so far, but they're just delightful. The Lady Hardcastle series. I think I gotta go with this. Number 5, a book that makes you green with envy. So she says in her video that this could be, you know, just any element of the story or the characters that could make you jealous, right? Like if the character has a job that you're like, oh, I want that job, or that life, or that house, or that whatever, or like that partner that they have, that relationship. So, like I read a lot of fantasy, and a lot of it is like, you know, their job is like, fucking save the world. Why am I a dumbass and I can't think of anything? All right, so I said that like, oh, I read fantasy, so it's like trying to think of like a contemporary, but I picked a fantasy one. Fire and Blood. I want a dragon. Very jealous of the Targaryens for being dragon riders, even though it's not a real thing, but I want it to be, you know, and I want a fucking dragon. I feel like I should have said City of Girls for makes me laugh too, though, because that makes me laugh every fucking time. Oh God, yeah, there's a chapter. Is it chapter 6? I think it's chapter 6 of that book that made me laugh harder than I think I've ever laughed while reading. 6, a book that scared the pants off of you. I do not read very much in the way of scary books at all. And like the only one I can think of right now is like Ring Shout. And it was like horror-esque for sure, but it didn't scare the pants off of me. I feel like Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, maybe. There's some scenes, especially toward the end, that are, oh my God. But that whole thing, that whole premise, it's like a fucking sacrificial murder thing, and nobody knows what happened, and then it's very eerie, So maybe that one. That's all I can think of right now. I'm all hopped up on this fucking monster, and I feel like my brain is not working. She says as she takes another swig. Number 7, a book that bored you to tears or put you to sleep. I mean, so fucking many that I DNF. I'm gonna go with Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, which I DNF'd. I didn't get very far. I think I got like a handful of chapters in and just simply did not care. That's one where I'm like, the beautiful prose isn't enough to grip me when like I fucking know how this is gonna end. You know? Like, I know where this is going, and the fucking intensely melodramatic angst just wasn't doing it for me. I was so bored. 8, a super steamy book. I've read several recently. The Dragon's Bride by Katie Robert. That was pretty steamy. She's banging a fucking lizard guy. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that one. Or Desperate Measures. I mean, I DNF'd it, but I read 60%, but that was pretty steamy also, I think. Number 9, a book that inspires you or motivates you to be your best self, to grow, and or to change. All right, forgive me if it's a cop-out, but whatever. I'm gonna go with City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert. Just because, I don't know, so much of this book, it speaks to me, you know? And so the message of being yourself, being true to yourself, and like, especially like being a woman in this world, and being who the fuck you want to be, and having the life that you genuinely want to have. Not the life that is laid out for you, not the life that you think you should have, or that your family wants you to have or thinks you should have, or what society tells you you should or should not have. Do whatever you want, right? If you do want to be a more traditional, stay-at-home housewife, raising your children and whatnot, do that. But if you don't want to do that, don't. If you want to be a working mom, do that. If you don't want to fucking be a mom, do that. Like, don't be a mom. Like, just all the things of just like, be who you are and live the life that fulfills you and makes you happy. That isn't harming others, obviously. But yeah, like the back. You don't have to be a good girl to be a good person. I just love it. I love it. So I guess this, just because of like reiterating that message, every time I read it, I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah, exactly. So I guess it just motivates me to like continue living my life that way, you know? Not that I need the reminder necessarily, but it is a nice reminder. And number 10, a book that makes you nostalgic. I mean, I have a whole shelf of my childhood favorites. I purposely picked one that I do not believe I've ever talked about on my channel before. One of the most fucking random books ever, but this is the copy that I've had since I was a kid. And I read this so many fucking times and I loved it. So I was a nosy little bitch when I was a kid. My cousin and I, it was like our favorite fucking like thing to do when we were hanging out was, so he and I were in the same grade and we were like best friends. And then our 2 little brothers were in the same grade and they were best friends. And then we had another male cousin who was younger and like our little brother's age. So we called them the little boys because it was like the 5 of us in our hometown. Lots of other cousins, but we were the ones like there with each other the most. And yeah, we called them the little boys and we spied on them all the time. They would never be doing anything. They'd be like fucking playing with G.I. Joes and we'd be like fucking spying on them and like taking notes and all this shit. And I loved the Dear America books, which were fictional obviously, but like reading someone's diary, like, oh, so fascinating to me. And I loved books like that. So I loved this, Jake's Journal by R.E. Kelly. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not by R. Kelly, but just the name I'm saying. But yeah, the fucking whole thing is this kid's journal, and he's court ordered to like do something. Yeah, he like some juvenile delinquent thing. And I don't even remember where he goes. I mean, he goes to like the desert. Yeah, he like stole something. Yeah, he goes to California. Oh yeah, and he was from Michigan. So I think that's why it like really resonated with me too. And yeah, he goes to his dad's for the summer and he's told he has to keep this journal. And oh my God, it's just so fun. And there's all these like he does little doodles throughout. of like different things. And I just, oh my God, I read it so much. And just literally looking at these pictures, I am like being sent back. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm like, I want to read this now. I could probably read it in like a fucking day. Oh yeah, the house built into the hills. Like, I fucking loved this shit. So yeah, this makes me very nostalgic. Literally just looking at those little doodles, I'm like, I kind of want to read it now. Has anyone ever seen or heard of this book? It was one, I mean, just these little chapter books, you know, that I probably got at a book fair, or the little Scholastic fucking, you know, the little newspapery type things that would come in and you could order the little catalogs. Probably got it from one of those places and fucking loved it. There's another tag that Andy mentioned that I think is like a similar thing, the Inside Out tag. So I'll link that as well. She linked it also by Christina Horner. So I'll link that one down below as well. It's like a similar vibe, I think. But yeah, that is the end of the video, of the tag. Thank you, Andy, for tagging me. Again, everybody go check out Andy's channel. See if you would like to subscribe. Check out her, she did like the BookTube newbie tag, so you can kind of get to know her a bit and see if you think you would like her content. Like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined and have not already. And of course, you can leave an emoji if you just want to say hi. As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.